What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther back on a video. In today's video is My Hero Academia 298 review. This is my Hero Academia chapter 298 review. I know this review is kind of late. I've been kind of busy. I've been having other stuff to do, but I try to get my chapter reviews as quick as possible. And also, I'll do Black Clover and the Attack on Titan episode and stuff like that. But when you're busy with work and other personal stuff in your life and your family, stuff like that, it's hard to just kind of do it on the spot like that. So that's why it's been kind of a delay with these chapters, but I'm still here. I'm still going to keep doing it. So let's get into this particular chapter. I personally, we're going to talk about it because in my personal opinion, when it comes to this particular chapter, I do really like how we got to see first of all, I will just kind of talk about it right now. I do like how in the beginning we got Redestro was showing you how, like, I guess him being a CEO and stuff like that wasn't good enough, and he really wanted to just create chaos and destruction. And to me, the villains aren't just like your typical generic shonen villains or even your super villains in general. They're kind of like, I want to destroy the government so I can do whatever I want for my freedom. It's like there's no way, pretty much their ways is like, I'm not gonna let no government tell me what I can't do with my superpowers. Kind of like what we're doing right now. You shouldn't let a government tell you what you can and can't do because you signed an executive order over a flu and stuff like that, and you can't work and pay your bills and stuff like that. So either way, the way they're executing it is really, really bad, but you can understand why they're doing what they're doing. It's still messed up, don't get it wrong, but you kind of get more of the backstory, especially when you read My Villain Academia and stuff like that. And, people who are new to My Hero Academia, you definitely check out volume 24. That's when, you get it, the villain's perspective instead of just the hero's perspective and stuff like that. Also, when we get to the part where All For One and all of them, they are breaking out of the prison system and stuff like that, we also see how All For One just pretty much releases the bad guys and have them just cause chaos and destruction. And it was like 6 after the attacks on Tartarus, and they're just destroying the prison system left and right. All For One is being a badass, being a savage, stuff like that. And also, I do like how All For One is literally using Shigaraki just so he can escape. And pretty much, he talks about this in the chapter as well. It says that there's a lot of groundwork laid off. Thrilling today, sudden rush of violent escape should hammer the authorities pursuing me. Now would you people be so kind of stand guard while this body rests? He says we got along more than I thought, bonded over gaming and stuff. And then of course the lizard god is like, who are you? You're not the guy I agreed to follow. I have no fear. I held the greatest respect for Tomura's will. This body simply needs time to rest and be perfected, but once it is, our desires will come to fruition. And then of course 2 days later, you gotta understand that the heroes are in the hospital. Bakugo, he's injured, but he's not injured as bad as everybody else. Deku's in a coma. Endeavor looks like he's screwed. I'll be honest with you, I think he's done being a superhero. I mean, at this point with Dabi, him, his response to a lot of stuff, he kind of contribute Dabi and all this destruction, the suns and stuff like that. There's a lot of things Endeavor has to work on, and I do think that he has to probably retire as the #1 hero, and especially when they don't feel comfortable with him, with his actions and stuff like that. We also have Gran Torino and stuff like that. We also have Aizawa. His leg is pretty much gone at this point. Like, it's done. I mean, he lost an eye, a leg. I mean, he's in a hospital. And of course, Midnight, she's dead, which sucks in my personal opinion. I do personally think that when it comes to the heroes, I do think they're going to be screwed. I do personally think that in order for Togorogi and all of them to really come back, they're going to have to go to America or go outside of Japan, because there's no way they can go back in public and go back to school like it's normal. Yaozara and all the kids, all the other kids, man, they're screwed. I mean, they're all sad, they're all heartbroken, and you could tell, and then of course they have like flashbacks of other stuff as well with Dabi, and also he realized that the flames that he felt were flames of hatred and stuff like that. So when it comes to like Dabi and Togorogi, it seems like they're gonna have to fight, in my personal opinion, and it seems like he has to basically be the one to kill Dabi, because it feels like he knows that his father can't do it, but I guess he has to be the one to kill his brother Toya. You know, he's the one who's gonna have to do it, because there's no way that Endeavor can do it, because he doesn't even have the will, because, you know, he messed up so much, you know what I mean? A lot of it is his fault, you know, let's just keep it 100. And of course, Bakugo's like, Deku, if I see you, I'll kick your ass and stuff like that. He said, if he's dead, you're dead me. And then All Might is next to Midoriya, and that was pretty much the end of the chapter. Honestly, I like this chapter. I know people were kind of like, man, it's pretty dark. It's not as, you know, happy, joy. Listen, when it's war, it's war. And I do think, in my personal opinion, this war arc was way better than Infinity War and Endgame. And mind you, they dropped this arc during a pandemic. I was like, wow, like Yoda Hoshi is going to be the king goat going forward. And I do think this series is way more interesting than the MCU. And then, of course, you know, we got season 5 coming out around March. That's going to be a big thing. Also, we're going to find out more. I think personally it's going to be a time skip. A lot of people say it's not going to happen. I think it's going to be like a My Hero Academia, Naruto Shippuden type thing, and have them be a lot more grown up. Because I think Deku and all of them are like 14, I think. So let's do a time skip, maybe like 17 or 18, you know, like around that time. That would be a pretty reasonable time skip. And I do want to see how much they've trained and improved and stuff like that. You know, it's just my personal opinion. Everyone's different, but I feel like that's the way they should go. That's really it. I personally like this chapter. I will give this, it's kind of hard. I'll give this an 8 out of 10, because I do like the chapter, and I do like how the heroes actually lost, you know, and I do like how the villains kind of won when it came to this particular thing. So that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this chapter. Do you guys like this chapter? Do you guys not like this chapter? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace, and have a great day, and take care.